It is June 2026, and I have set my goals. Number one is packaging. I need to alter my packaging of my videos. What that means is I have a 11-page document that I have written up on what it is that's going well, what I feel needs to be fixed, and then how might I fix these. And then I was talking to Google Gemini and was kind of figuring out all of this stuff. So what do I feel is going well? I feel my personality, my energy, the ideas, and like kind of just like the skeleton or like the bones are like solid and they're working. What needs to be fixed? My CTR and retention. So CTR meaning packaging, as in like title thumbnails, because you know my click-through rate is like literally 1 to like 3% at a maximum, and my retention is really bad. Even on my best performing video, it's literally still like my retention, I'm not even exaggerating, is still like 1 minute and 22 seconds, which is not good. Here's my closet game video. It got like 400 views, got me like 16 subscribers, which is actually not true. It gained me way more. It gave me like 23, I believe, actually. It has like 18 likes, you know, and then like 12, 13, 14 comments. 1.2% CTR out of 30,000 impressions. And then my engagement also average of like 1 minute 22 of watch time out of a 5 minute long video. So clearly there's an issue with my packaging, and that this packaging, this thumbnail style is just not working. It's not attracting the right type of viewer because this is all very over the top and just kind of seems like fake bull, like none of it's real, when it's actually very all real and all very raw. So that means that I need to better understand who my customer slash ideal viewer is. So how might I fix this? Fix the packaging and pacing of the videos, and then understanding the anatomy of like my customer slash ideal viewer. And so I was talking to Gemini about this, and I kind of figured it out because I'm trying to emulate like the 2016, 2018, like Shane Dawson, like raw, silly vlogger, like found footage kind of era. I'm trying to keep it real. I'm trying to make it, you know, like fun, you know, and like witty, but also kind of like spooky, you know, like I'm trying to be I'm trying to make it feel like you're hanging out with your like crazy friend who's gonna like run off into the fucking woods and do some crazy shit, and it's like you're hanging out with me and like we're having a good time. But I feel like in order to make that happen a little bit more, I feel like I need to slow things down a bit, you know. I still think the intros need to be quick, catchy, you know, like attention grabby, but I think it needs to kind of slow down and be a little bit more vloggy, you know, after that. After that initial 30 seconds, you know, I think it needs to, you know, kind of be like, okay, cool. And now we're hanging out. Now we're friends. So yeah, basically just matching my packaging style with what it is that like my video actually delivers. So what does that actually look like? Well, that looks like this. I think this is the best possible example. Sam Goldbach's playing the closet game 3 a.m. with his ex-girlfriend. I think this is a tremendous intro followed by that transition that I was talking about.
I thought this was gonna be a nice house away from our haunted basement. Show me the light or leave me in darkness. Something was in there. Something was literally right behind me. We are completely done with this game. I am not going back in there. What's up, guys?
Cool, perfect. So that was the first 12 seconds of the video. This video performed really well, 2.1 mil, 86K, 10,000 comments, nuts. And so I think capitalizing more and understanding how to do that style of intro better would be good. And then how to slow it down and kind of be like, oh, like this is the environment, this is the update, and then get into the rules and then transition into actually doing the hunt itself. So I think kind of figuring out this formula a little bit better is the move. And I think that I need to try and work on slowing things down a little bit, if that makes sense. So yeah, so redesigning my packaging, which I have a bunch of examples down here. Why it looks like this, I think it's just because I have night mode turned on, but even then I disable it and it's still like that, so I have no idea. But you know, I found a bunch of examples, bunch of ideas, you know, for like how it is that I want to change, you know, my packaging and how to better implement it, so it more directly reflects like the content or like product, quote unquote, that's actually behind it. So yeah, so how do I actually implement this? Well, my thumbnail should be looking something more like this. And once I get my thumbnails looking like this, the way I'm going to implement it is I'm going to slow things down just a little bit after the initial intro of spooky montage, things being spooky, you know, like whatever, kind of like what it is that I just showed in the Sam video. Then greetings to the viewer, then explanation of what it is we'll be doing, and slowing down a little bit and chilling, being more personal, vloggy kind of guy. then doing the actual ritual itself, then ending the ritual and talking about what happened, and then telling people to watch more and stuff. My final notes are, I feel that to start, I should simply just kind of start by changing the thumbnails and see if my retention in turn improves. So yeah, 11 pages of just to kind of boil it down to this. So that's the packaging change. That's the direction that I am taking the channel and how it is that things are going to be different this month for the month of June. I have also planned out already the videos that I want to do this month. So Stranger Ritual, I already shot the intro for that, like actually like maybe like 2-3 hours ago. And I have that all planned out. So I'm gonna be shooting that with my brother Griffin later tonight. Then there was a request in my comment sections from somebody to do like a solo hide and seek video. There is a abandoned military base that's like maybe like 2 hours from my house that I've actually been to before. I forget what it's called. It's Fort something or another. So I think I'm gonna go out there to do that. And then also I could do the Dark Reflection Ritual video, which I wanted to do last month. I could also do that out there as well. So I could do like a fucking, like 2-in-1, like banger, just kind of get like 2 videos out of the way right there. And then I also want to do the hosting ritual, which is traditionally done indoors, and like that's part of the rules, but I think it would be way scarier if I went out and I just did it in the woods alone. I think that would actually be horrifying. I was thinking of doing it at a lake that is nearby, because there's also a nice like wooded arboretum kind of area next to it, which one of my songs is actually written about, Death at the Arboretum. And then as far as further experimentation goes, there is a Shane Dawson video that I tried to watch recently, and it was actually horrifying because I was alone at night and it was really, really, really scary. Clone Wars is back. What? Oops. Shane Dawson's video, like, don't watch this at night. This I could only watch to hear like at this part, and then I had to stop. So I think that just kind of, like maybe get like my brother, to like help me out with it. Like maybe just like the two of us like sit in like a dark room and we just kind of like react, to like some like spooky, like whatever videos kind of like that. I think that could actually be really fun. I think that it, at least be interesting to experiment with and try doing a video like that. So yeah, that's that. Then the second goal of weekly analysis, just at the end of every week, based on everything that I just discussed, kind of going back and analyzing it and seeing what it is that I think is working, what it is that needs to be further improved upon or thought about. Then of course, song, because I do a song every month, come hell or high water, which maybe I will, maybe I won't this month. And then of course doing 4 videos, which I just talked about. And then there is a 5th goal on there that I did not mention, or at least that I forgot to write down, truthfully, so I'm just gonna put it on the back. Getting into the gym 3 days a week. Last month, for the month of May, my goal was to get in 4 days a week. I made it in 12 out of 16 times last month. Yeah, that was 3 days a week consistently, which is good, but not great. So I'm trying to be a bit more realistic this month and saying that I will just go 3 times instead of 4 times. And if I do happen to make it in 4 times, in a week, awesome, that's great. But yeah, month of May goals did not go well. I didn't do 4 videos. I didn't make it into the gym 4 days a week. I did do 2 songs, which is great. But I did do 2 main channel videos, and I did do a second channel video. I technically did 3 main channel videos, but it just, like, I uploaded it, literally got 0 views in like 2 hours. And I was like, all right, well, let's go on the second channel. And it was the I have AIDS video or whatever. So yeah, figures that wouldn't perform well. I was hoping that it would perform well, because then I could also do like story time, like kind of like videos and shit, because boy, do I have some shit that I could talk about. But yeah. Yeah, I think that's everything. So yeah, thanks for, yeah, nobody's watching this other than me. But in case you are watching, I love you. Thanks, bye.